Functions of the hotel sales and marketing department. The first one is create a hotel marketing plan. Update and maintain the hotel's customer database. Create, execute, and monitor different sales promotion techniques. Establish hotel brand image. Coordinate client information, booking details, and special requests to the front of the house departments. Sell hotel experience as a whole rather than fragmented. And lastly, perform different revenue management strategies.
Sa Sales and Marketing Department, Director of Sales Marketing ang pinakamataas. Meron siyang 2 assistant. Ang isa ay Assistant Director of Sales and ang isa ay Assistant Director of Marketing. Sa Assistant Director of Sales, meron siyang meron siyang 2 manager, Sales Manager Room and Sales Manager Event. Sa Sales Manager Room, meron siyang 2 katulong. Ito ay Account Executive Corporate and Account Executive Travel Trade. Sa Account Executive Corporate, under niya ang Sales Coordinator. Then, katulad din ng sa Account Executive Travel Trade, under din niya ang Sales Coordinator. So, doon naman tayo sa Sales Manager Event. Under ng Sales Manager Event ay ang Account Executive Miles and Account Executive Social. Ang Account Executive Miles ay under niya ang Event Coordinator. Then, kagaya din ng Account Executive Social, under din siya ng Event Coordinator. So, next naman is about dun sa Assistant Director of Marketing. Ang mga under niya ay Marketing Officer, Public Relation Officer, at Graphic Artist.
The marketing plan. Product. The first P, product, refers to the goods or service that a business offers its customer. In other words, the product is the physical or intangible offering that a business sells to its customer. The product element of the 7 Ps cover the product design, quality, features, and packaging. To execute successful marketing, businesses must understand their target market and ensure their product align accordingly. Price. The price element of the 7 Ps covers the cost of goods or service. The price is the amount of money that customers pay for a product. It is important to set a price that is both competitive and profitable. Place. The place element of the 7 Ps refers to the distribution channels of the business. It can be a physical store, an online store, or a combination of both. The goal of this P is to make the product easily accessible to customers. Promotion. The promotion element of the 7 Ps pertains to the communication strategies employed to make potential customers aware of and attracted to the product. The various marketing channels used for promotion include advertising, public relations, sales promotion, and other channels through different media. Physical evidence. The physical evidence element of the 7 Ps refers to the tangible aspect of product, including packaging, branding, and more. Ensuring the tangible aspect of product aligns with the customer's perception of the brand is essential in setting the business apart from the competitors. Process. The process element of the 7 Ps refers to the procedures and steps involved in delivering a product or service to the end user. It is important to streamline the process and make it as efficient as possible. People. Lastly, the people are the employees, customers, and other stakeholders who interact with a business. It is important to create a positive and memorable experience for these people. For example, ensuring customer service representatives respond politely and efficiently impacts customer satisfaction levels. In creating a marketing plan, there are few steps that need to be fulfilled to craft a superior plan that is effective and efficient at all times. Number 1. Set your marketing plans and objectives. 2. Conduct a situation analysis on both macro and micro levels. 3. Understand your competitors. 4. Identify your key result areas. 5. Identify your key performance indicators. 6. Write down your marketing action plans chronologically. 7. Identify the person responsible for each action. 8. Identify your allotted marketing budget and stick to it. 9. Present the plan. 10. Execute the plan. 11. Conduct a periodic evaluation to know if the plan is being.
So, dito is explain ko sa inyo yung sales cycle. Una is yung find lead. In this stage, kailangan humanap tayo ng taong interesado or magtitiwala sa service or product na ipapakita natin. Pero bago yon dapat tayo rin mismo alam natin yung buyer persona. Kasi kung hindi natin yung alam, paano pa sila magtitiwala sa atin? Paano sila makukumbinse? Doon naman sa pangalawa, connect with leads. Dito naman is, hindi porket may connection na tayo sa kanila is kailangan na pursigihin or pilitin agad natin sila na pumirma. Hayaan din natin muna na unti-unti, kumbaga, sabi nga, trust the process. Like, unti-untiin natin explain sa kanila hanggang sa maunawaan nila kung paano natin sila matutulungan sa serbisyong ibibigay natin. Tapos, doon naman sa qualifying needs is alam naman natin na hindi porket pumayag sila makipag-usap or makipag-meeting sa atin is papayag na agad sila. Andun pa rin yung dapat kukumbinsihin pa rin natin sila. Makita nila yung sincerity natin na gusto talaga natin silang tulungan. Ganun. Tapos is yung present to prospect. Ito na yung mag-meeting, maghaharap kayo or pag-uusapan nyo kung paano nyo ilalatag yung mga plano, kung paano kayo magkatutulungan, magiging partner, ganon. Tapos doon naman sa overcome objection, dito yung nag-e-explain na tayo sa isang meeting, nilalatag natin yung presentation natin. Siyempre, nandun pa rin yung pagtutol, yung mga bulong-bulungan, pero pag ganon, huwag pa rin tayo mawawalan ng pag-asa. Kumbaga, gawin natin siyang inspirasyon para mas kumbinsihin silang tama na piliin nila yung servisyo natin o yung product. Tapos doon naman sa close the deal, hindi naman porket sinabing close the deal is mako-close agad natin siya. Minsan doon pa dumadating sa point na hindi sila pipirma, magbabago yung isip nila. Pero 'wag na tayong mawawalan ng pag-asa. Kumbaga gawin natin yung aral or alamin natin kung saan tayo nagkulang, kung ano yung mali, kung anong nangyari, gano'n. Para sa susunod na magiging customer natin, alam na natin yung gagawin, mas paghuhusayan pa natin. Tapos dun naman sa nurtured customer is, yun naman is hindi porket yung tapos na, nakuha mo na yung gusto mo, papabayaan mo na sila. Dapat bibigyan mo pa rin sila ng time. Magpakausapin pa rin sila para mas mapalawak na pa yung product or yung magiging mga plano nyo pa para parehas kayong mas maging successful. Ganon.
Hotel booking status. Hotel bookings are classified depending on a different room book status. The first one is confirmed. This is a book status wherein the reservation is good to go and has been advised by the payment details. Confirmed reservations are not yet guaranteed. Number two is guaranteed. This booking is confirmed and has prepayment received and posted in the PMS. Third is tentative. This is a booking status that is not confirmed and is subject to any changes and cancellations. Fourth is waitlisted. Reservations that are placed on fully booked days and waiting for any advice for cancellations so they can take the next available room. Fifth is company guaranteed. This booking is under a corporate reservations, room changes, will be billed to the corporate account at checkout, supported by a letter of authority and credit line agreement with the hotel. Sixth is travel agent guarantee. This booking is like a company guarantee, but for a travel agent. Travel agency must prepay for the booking. The room rate won't be shown to the guest at check-in because travel agents get confidential room rates. Seventh is 6 p.m. release. A non-guaranteed reservation within the day. If guests will not arrive and check in before 6 p.m., the room reserved will be released to the general inventory for sale on any walk-in guest. Eight is non-show. These are reservations wherein the guest did not show on the respective check-in. This is subject to non-show fees based on the hotel policy. Ninth is turn away. These are guests. Number 9 is turn away. These are guest requests for reservations that have been declined attributed to the hotel's inventory shortage. And last is canceled. Reservations that has been released based on the request of the guest for whatever reasons defined.
The next topic is all about hotel sales promotion. So, the hotel product and services are deemed to be both a necessity and luxury to our guests. There is a fine line between needs and wants in terms of selecting the right hotel for a client. Thus, it is essential that the hotel sales and marketing team must come up with a strong promotion that they can utilize to create strategic sales for a business. I will give you some common hotel sales promotion na laging ginagamit. So, una po ang discount-based promotion. So, ito pong promotion na to is draws an immediate call to action to the target market by providing a reduction on the selling price of the hotel rooms, function room rentals, and food outlet meals. For instance, hotels get to offer price reduction on their guest rooms during lean months to close gaps in the hotel's occupancy rate. Discount-based promotion can also be done year-round, such as special discount for residents to entice people living nearby the accommodation establishments to try their services. So, ang next pong promotion is premium promotions. This type of promotion caters to certain market segments that look for better value on the price of a hotel product and service. This is done by including premium items in the guest room purchase, such as including a suite room, free upgrade, or a complimentary late checkout. Premium promotions usually apply for higher-end hotels that use differentiation strategies to tap into a specific segment of customers. An example of such is that some hotels will sell a superior room at a published rate but will give the guest a complimentary upgrade to a deluxe room since the discounted price of a deluxe room is almost the same as that a superior room. Other example is by giving out a free room setup especially for a honeymoon couple who will staying in the hotel.
The cost of the room setup is already integrated into the selling price of the hotel room. So next po, promotions is bundled promotions. So ito naman po ay type ng promotion wherein the different hotel products and services are included together and are offered in one price. So this is used on some promotions such as purchasing a guest room that includes a free round trip airport shuttle or honeymoon packages that include wine and intimate dinner setup when couples purchase the package along with an overnight stay. So next is bulk promotions. So this type of promotion is given po ito sa mga guests na nag-book ng multiple rooms. A special price reduction is normally applied or, in some cases, a complimentary room will be given when a certain number of rooms are booked. So, next pong promotion is long-staying promotions. This is a type of promotion given to guests who prefer to stay in the hotel for 7 nights or more. A special weekly or monthly rate can be given to them to foster longer stays. Most of the corporate hotels and condotels are using this promotion scheme wherein the longer the guest stays with them, the larger the discount. This attributed to a guaranteed room sale, reducing the opportunity cost for the room not to be sold, and the reduction can be attributed to a lesser maintenance cost of a room, since the guests will be staying in the room longer than the usual leisure guests. So lastly, corporate and travel trade production incentives. Most hotels stop producing corporate and travel trade accounts. This same work when a company books more than the required number of room nights to maintain its tier. Usually, a pre-overnight stay is given to top accounts. Those are some of promotions that can boost the sales of the hotel property. Remember, the promotions are also a source of cost in the operations of the hotel. This means that sales and marketing team must choose their promotions strategically.